Major earthquakes hit Hawaii Friday, not far from where Big Island's Kilauea volcano erupted on Thursday. The eruption sent rocks and lava flying into the air. One witness described seeing a curtain of fire. Now, dangerous levels of sulfur dioxide gas are being reported near the volcano. Here's Carter Evans.
Molten lava and ash spewed hundreds of feet into the air and onto the streets of the mountainside community near Hilo. Residents under a mandatory evacuation tried to outrun the lava flow.
We're evacuating. Everyone needs to leave now.
The eruption started after hundreds of small quakes hit the area earlier in the week. Residents began documenting the growing cracks on the streets in front of their homes.
It's gotten bigger over the last hour.
A magnitude 5 earthquake hit on Thursday, and the volcano began to erupt shortly after. Lava could be seen bubbling up on the streets in the community of Leilani Estates, 25 miles east of the volcano. At least 2 houses were on fire, and drone footage shows a red line of lava snaking through trees several miles away. Time-lapse video shows the continuous flow of lava deep inside Kilauea. Residents on the Big Island are now being warned about exposure to high levels of sulfur dioxide from the lava, a gas that can cause intense coughing and burning throats. Volcano expert Paul Davis says the gas occurs during the melting process.
It's sort of like you've injected ammonia into all your into your nose, into your breathing area, into your throat.
Hawaii has 5 active volcanoes, but Kilauea has been in a constant state of eruption since 1983, and scientists say there's no way to predict how long this eruption will last. The Red Cross is telling people to prepare to be out of their homes for at least 2 weeks, and authorities are warning those in the path of the lava if they do not evacuate, rescuers may not be able to save them. Tanya?
Carter Evans, thank you. Hawaii Democratic Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard is on the phone with us now. Congresswoman Gabbard, thanks for joining us. What are you hearing from your constituents at this moment?
Aloha, Tanya. This is a community that has a history of being accustomed to living near an active volcano. One thing that makes this occurrence a little different from the past is that the 3 eruptions that have occurred between last night and early this morning have occurred within a community itself. This is not what has happened before with slow-moving lava coming down the mountainside, but these are actually eruptions due to underground activity that have occurred within kind of a well-populated subdivision here in the Puna district. So far.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I was just going to ask what sort of damage has already been sustained.
Well, so far there have been a few homes that the firefighters have been fighting blazes this morning. So a few homes have already been damaged. There's about 2,000 residents who live within this relatively small community who have repeatedly been asked to evacuate. Many have, but the threat really is not only coming from the lava and the eruptions themselves, some of which reached over 150 feet early this morning in the air, but really the sulfur dioxide gas that is very thick in the area. The wind is not moving very quickly, so the level of toxicity in this gas can actually be fatal, especially for those with respiratory issues. So an alert just went out on people's cell phones from the county civil defense saying this is serious. The levels of sulfur dioxide in the air are very high. People really need to evacuate and get out of the area so that they're not affected by this.
So obviously then your advice for residents is evacuate, evacuate, evacuate. Absolutely, and really understanding again that the threat is not only from the lava and the eruptions themselves, but from the gases that are in the air. This is serious. In the past, they've seen fatalities from those who've chosen not to evacuate. So there are shelters set up since last night, Red Cross shelters, other community groups and churches are welcoming people. People just need to get into safety. Now, do you think the state could be doing anything more to keep people safe in situations like this? You mentioned that, you know, this is a community that is used to dealing with volcanoes.
You know, the county and state have activated very quickly, declared emergencies, deployed resources. The National Guard was activated last night, right when all of this started happening, really to help with these evacuations. Fire, police, all of our first responders have been on the ground. So folks are moving where they need to be and how they should be to try to keep the community as safe as possible.
All right, Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, thank you.